All right, let's see here. Anyone will join at this late hour? I don't know, but we will see. The alert should have went out. Well, I don't do late night streams. Walt is here. Swamp Dog is here. Awesome. I got a link if you guys want to join in, you can join in. There's a link on top. It's open for anyone out there, no matter who. Just jump in. I'm just doing some stuff and I am uploading and I am, as you can you might know. I don't know, you might know. Well, I want to talk to you later on too. But I want to talk tonight about integrity. And if anybody wants to join me, that is fine. Walt, Swamp Dog, am I right? Any of you guys can jump in because this is going to be all about integrity and what it is. And here we go. What is up, Walt?
What's going on, man?
Yeah. So, integrity. What would you do if somebody questioned your integrity?
On my end, what I do is I call them out. I just had an exchange where that happened. I got called a liar by Gary Milne, who's over in the philosophy scene. And I asked him to point out where I lied, and he stammered and he couldn't do it. And then I called him out. I'm like, if you're accusing me of a lie and you don't have, and you know that I wasn't deceptive, then you are a liar. And I called him out and I uploaded the video and I let that air and the support's been fantastic. So,
yeah, well, I got a video going up against, I wouldn't say against Johnny B, but about Johnny B, because he called into question my integrity. He made a statement that I've blown some leaks recently. Now, would you think that he would give you examples if he knew I blew some leaks?
Well, from Johnny B, probably not. In fairness,
without, he didn't give a single example, and I was like, dude, what the hell? I got hit up, like blown up majorly by everyone. Say Johnny B's going after you. So I was like, what the hell is he talking about? I haven't blown any thing. And so I emailed him, right? I also contacted some other YouTubers who know him and say, hey, I need to get talk to him. I'm going to talk to him behind the scenes. And my offer was this. I will show you every story. I will show you the behind the scenes, how the sausage is made, basically, because each story takes multiple hours. So it's not only getting the leaks. It's not like they just land in my lap. I mean, the sources have to be developed. Then after I get a leak, I have to get independent corroboration of what that leak says.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets ran by a bunch of people who look over and say, okay, yep, this matches up what you're saying in here and what this is. It's good. It matches up. And then I have a lawyer review it.
Is that every piece? Like every ATF leak, every...
Yep. Every single one. So independent corroboration, multiple people viewing it, and my attorney looking at it.
Yeah, that's journalistic ethics 101, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's further, if anything, that's going above and beyond.
Yeah. So my question is, well, okay, so I emailed him and he responded back, well, we appreciate what you do, but I want to trust and verify because we got burned on the SB tactical thing. I was like, what do you mean? It's like, that was all legit. That was a FOIA. That wasn't even. I guess he's trying to insinuate that the FOIA with the SB Tactical stuff was fake, but that's a FOIA. You can go to the ATF website and pull it yourself. Because once you FOIA, it goes into their database and anyone can access it.
Yeah, and I'm wondering what he's referring to, because there were people out there in the space on the SB Tactical situation, on the guidance situation, that were going around saying the guidance was a ban, or that the guidance letter at that time would be a de facto ban, which wasn't the case. It was guidance.
No, he wasn't talking about that. I mean, that was guidance. I reported that as guidance. What he was talking about was when I released documents, the FOIA request I got about the braces, and it turned out that SB Tactical was talking behind the scenes with ATF, and they knew what was coming down the pipe.
But he was saying that wasn't true.
Yeah, you can look that up on the ATF website, because every FOIA request is posted to the ATF website. So you can download that and look at that yourself.
Yeah. So what's his problem then? Like, why swing at you when he's not doing that work?
I probably because some of his buddies got burned because of that.
Yeah, I'm behind this behind the curve on this. I'm still catching up on everything. I was out of the loop for a day and a half, and then things went crazy.
Yeah, so maybe his buddies got burned. I know some of them did, and they were pissed off because it was going to hurt their wallets.
That's the only thing that I can think of, and I think it's. You know what I've said. You know my feelings on like money in the content creation industry, and how that. My opinion is that can be harmful just as much as it can be helpful to receive that boost and to help reward effective content creators of getting their message out there. Because you do have people that will absolutely kind of, for lack of a better term, sell out for companies, sell out ideology. If they lose following off of something that's a politically inconvenient story for them and their sponsor, like there are those people out there that can't maintain their ethics and their money.
I want to make it clear. I'm not saying that's what's happening in this case. I'm just speculating.
We can speculate together.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know, because it's on the ATF website. You can go pull the. What people don't know, once somebody pulls a FOIA, it's available not to just that person. It's available to anyone.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, I thought it was public data once it's like went through.
It is.
So yes. All that stuff's verifiable then.
It 100% is. It's called a FOIA library.
So just by doing the FOIA, you kind of automatically put that stuff into a database.
Yep. All right. So just to show everyone out there, since his big thing was the SB Tactical stuff, right? You can go to search that. Let me just do this here. Put in quotation marks. I want to bring it up here. So you can go to it. Let's see if we can find it here. And find it. Yeah, it's somewhere on there. It's like buried, but I mean it's on there. It's funny how they. I'll show you what I think funny, because it's powered by Bing. Yeah,
that's the first joke.
At least it's not Google.
That's true. So here,
or Facebook.
So the documents he has trouble with is actually if they were fake, they're pretty damn good fakes because they're listed on the ATF.gov website. Here's some frequently asked questions. This is a great resource for the people out there.
Maybe he just needs to blame the ATF and not you. I mean, like if there is bad information that you put out there after you did all of these verifications, after it's posted on the ATF website,
it's not bad. It's not bad.
I mean, if he's saying that you burned them, like, I mean, like, how did you burn them? Other than
no.
This is where I'm confused. Like,
I would be sued. Plus, I had conversations with people over there, who, yeah, it 100% they knew. 100%. Not even. Yeah, I mean they knew. They admitted that as much some people over there did, at least. I'm not gonna out them or say who it was, but yeah, they admitted it. But yeah, so this is an interesting resource. I put it in the chat, but this is like some frequently FOIA stuff. But everything that gets FOIA'd is in here, and these are just the top documents. And of course, one of the things you see more than anything else is Fast and Furious. So if you want to look through Fast and Furious documents, all of them are in there. And that was actually FOIA'd by Steven Stamboli, who represents me, who is one of my attorneys, and David Caldria, who is also a writer for AmmoLand. AmmoLand, if you don't know, David actually was the first person to break the story. But we're not reliable. We broke the biggest story.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have my issues with the guy, but that seems very out of left field to try to pin something on you.
All right, Walt.
So that's where I'm like, I'm just trying to figure that out, like why.
I don't know, but Walt, I'm gonna make you an offer. I'm gonna have several big YouTubers that have already sent out a couple invites, and I want to invite you too. And it's going to be not online. It is going to be offline, and it's going to be like a screen share because reasons, which we can get into, not on here but later. It'll be a screen share, and I'm going to walk these people through some of my FOIA stuff, some of my leak stuff, and just show you guys what's behind the scenes. Swamp Dog, you're more than welcome to as well. I can send you an invite to show you what's behind the scenes and explain why some documents cannot be published and some can. And basically explain how the sausage is made.
I'm game.
So if anyone asks you, hey, why do you trust them? You can be like, yeah, I did it with Argo J and a bunch of other people, like G Webs, for example. But that turned into like a 4-hour thing because they're like, all right, you want to see more, you know? They're like, oh my God, why aren't you reporting on that? It's like, because I don't have independent verification. You know.
Yeah, and is your standard as you kind of outlined this high level overview? Are there different standards that you have for different types of pieces that you do, or is it always that same standard?
If it's something that okay, this is the way it works out. If it's a known source that I've used multiple times and they've always given me good information, I will go with a lawyer review, secondary confirmation, which means a secondary source confirmation. And this is like my top. my like top 1 or 2 guys. Probably my top 1 guy, actually, to say the truth. My top 1 guy, I'll go with a secondary law review, secondary confirmation. My attorney Rob Wilson, who's also a great chicken farmer, reviews everything for me. Most things. If it's other than that one person, which might be a female, maybe a male, maybe both at the same time, maybe fluid, whatever. I'm not gonna mention, but if it's not that person, I go with 3 sources.
An X-Man.
Yeah, it could be an X-Men. Yeah. I'll go with like that and 2 other corroborating sources. So there's stuff out there that I haven't reported on because I don't have that yet.
Yeah, you do your due diligence and verification and stuff. That's why when I first heard about all this going on, it didn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't, and it's just the more and more I think about it, the more and more I get pissed off. Like someone suggested, why don't you talk to him face to face, like on the phone instead of like email? I said, okay, so try to set that up. Nope. So my question is, why is he so protective of a certain company?
I mean, I'm not a journalist, so I feel comfortable, going out there and saying like, yeah, I think it's the money. I think that there's something with the money, or there's something socially going on behind the scenes where it's other people's money.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I think that there's got to be something behind it than just like face value, because it seems like out of character and whatever. And the claims or whatever being stuff that you can just like what you pulled up and sent that link. If you just do a quick search to pull up that page, it won't take but a minute or 2 and you'd be able to verify it.
Yeah, well, that's too much work for a lot of people. Or they don't know how to do it.
People are lazy.
Or they don't know how to do it. I think it's probably more they don't know how to do it.
But it's also an opportunity to, like, at every step of the way when facts change, and I wish more people acknowledge this, is that when situations happen and you get a set of facts that are uncomfortable, right? And I'm not talking in any kind of like, I'm just talking in the human sense. Just as people, we hear things that are uncomfortable all the time, right? And the benefit of hearing uncomfortable things is that we can go, wow, I wasn't ready to deal with that. That hit me a little rough, right? I don't maybe like all the consequences that come from that, but this is a chance for me to demonstrate integrity. This is a chance for me to show intellectual honesty, show that my opinion can be changed. This is a chance for all of that. And it's an opportunity for me to demonstrate that I reserve the right to change my mind. I reserve the right to be wrong and correct myself. And go about my day. And that's the stand-up move.
Yeah, it's just not gonna happen on this case. Which is unfortunate. I mean, I went to Universal Studios with a guy a couple years ago.
Gosh, I haven't been there forever.
I'm gonna send him an invite for my stream probably Monday and be like, hey, you can join if you want. You don't have to. I want to nip this in the butt. Let's talk through what are your perceived issues. But at the same time, be prepared for tough questions.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
And we don't even have to do it on my channel. We can do it on anyone's channel. I tried to do it privately behind the scenes, but wasn't. But it wasn't something that they're willing to do. But it's just I put time, effort, I put hours and hours just behind there. I mean, like, if you realize how many times that I've been up all night trying to cultivate or work on a story or get sources. And the reason why I do it, I don't do it for myself. I'm not beholden to any group, even though I work for GOA, with full disclosure. I'm not beholden to any group when it comes to that, and I'm not beholden to any company, and I'm not even beholden to anyone. If the truth's out there and I need to put it out, I will put it out. Because it's in the end, it's about the American gun owner. These guys will be fine. These influencers, they'll be fine. But integrity is a big part of my life. I 100% look for integrity. And that is a big part of it.
Yeah, I know you always try to be respectful and stuff. And if something comes up, you try to reach out and give someone a chance to say their side of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have my my things with people on, and this is where I'd love to get with you offline on that stuff, because like how you go about your process for verifying facts and getting into details is absolutely not what I do over here in opinion land.
Yeah.
So
I try not to be an opinion guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm a stream, of course, but yeah, I try old school journalism.
That's a big.
Go ahead, Swamp Dog.
Oh, Sam, that's the big difference, kind of like between the kind of journalism you do and the mainstream media stuff. Is all of that stuff is opinion pieces nowadays.
Yeah, I'm of the opinion that the media generally is working to construct narratives more so than accurately report, by and large, right? And in my camp, what I'm trying to do is construct an accurate narrative. I don't hide that. I tell people that I'm an opinion guy, I'm a commentator. I source my headlines. People are free to look into them. They're free to disagree. If I learn that I get something wrong after the fact, I tend to leave my video up, but I tend to post a response and a correction after. It's not something I've had to do too terribly often, but like I even do it if I get factual errors just like blatantly wrong that are pointed out to me, and I go, oh, you know what? Yep, I goofed. Like there's even on that side of opinions, and I'm telling you what I think, what I feel. I'm making my argument from circumstantial evidence or whatever. Like even there's still room to be honest, right? Like there's an honest way to go about giving an opinion, and there's definitely several dishonest ways to go about giving an opinion or constructing an argument. And I don't know if Johnny B would really want his methodology questioned. I think, John, you're definitely able to withstand scrutiny there based on what you're telling me. So I don't know if he even want, just like as an opinion guy and as the communication guy that does the talks, I don't know if he enjoys getting that kind of pushback.
Well, when you claim that someone is lacking integrity and basically leaks or fake or whatever, then you better be ready for pushback, because it's going to come, especially when someone is not only when someone goes out of their way and can document, everything is documented and multiple people read over it, and you guys don't know the process. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, I'm a one-man show. No, it's very expensive to put out a news story because of everything I do.
Yeah, that's one thing.
and
Like,
the amount of hours it takes. It's just not, oh, well, let me just write this up because this is what I heard in hearsay. No, it's not it at all.
yeah, that's like what Walt was saying earlier, the behind the scenes of that on how you go about doing that. Even just like pieces of that process would be interesting to know.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it is a lot of work, and it's a lot of work that don't necessarily get seen.
Yeah, let's say I made something up about a company, right? What would happen to me being having a big putting it out there on a big platform? What do you think would happen if I made up some BS about a company?
Get eviscerated. Get
They
sued.
would be all down your throat. Yeah, I was going to say you would be lawsuits under everywhere.
How many lawsuits have I faced for a story?
I was going to say there's probably people
None.
waiting to file a lawsuit, just waiting
Oh,
for you to slip up on something.
I bet there is, because you know what? I won't. I mean, I won't bow down to anyone. I won't shill. I mean, like a couple of my really good friends are like Jordan Vinro of JSD, awesome guy, and Jeremy Deadman of XTech. He's the president of XTech and the president of JSD. I mean, they know if they were to try to screw over the American gun owner, I would report on it, and they're comfortable with it because they have no intention of screwing over the American gun owner. And not only that, they're they know my stance, and yeah, I mean, they're good guys. Oh, it's time to stop.
Yeah, see, that's what.
This is just pissing me off.
Yeah, well, when it's something that like it's your like livelihood, like you said, and they are one of your like main points that you hold on to of integrity is questioned, then of course you're gonna, get fired up, because that's like someone trying to like just make a false accusation about something that ain't real.
Yeah, this is my effing job. You want to make false claims. You better be prepared for the blowback.
Well, and I'm wondering if that's his perspective too. Like, not that you're making false claims per se, but just like as far as motivation. If his motivation is something with SB hurt me, this whole situation and all the fallout hurt me, you shouldn't have gone after it. And if that's like something that maybe he's thinking in his head, I don't know how he gets there though. We need to talk to him.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not gonna like guess his motivations.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the video and stuff tomorrow just to be able to find out what actually was going on and said and stuff. But that's one thing I know, that you ain't gonna be putting out fake stuff or stuff that's just blatantly false.
Yep.
But yeah, we trust you, man. Where did he make the statement? Was it YouTube? Was it like Twitter or something, or like what?
No, he made a YouTube video.
Damn. Was that today?
Yesterday.
Okay.
Last night, I guess, because I like looked and it was like my freaking phone like blew up. Like, what the hell? People are like, "Oh, you should be aware of this."
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah.
Well, I'm an opinion guy. I'm happy to give a preliminary opinion.
Yeah, I'm not gonna assume why he's doing it. I just think that you need to, when you make accusations like that, you better be correct. And in this case, he's not.
No, that's one thing. Yeah, so I say if you're going to make a bold statement, then you need to make sure that you can back it up. Otherwise, then same thing. If someone's going to be making that kind of a statement and they know that it ain't true, and they're sitting there making a statement about someone making false claims, and they're sitting there doing the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just really, really pissing me off. So I'm going to see if. Oh, by the way, did you ever get the Ghost Gunner working?
We
Right.
didn't get it working, no, but Rich has it now, so he's going to be taking a look at it. I think we figured out what it needed, but we didn't get it going yet.
Yeah, I shipped Cody my $3,000 Ghost Gunner, and UPS effed it up. They destroyed it. The flash drive's gone, apparently, right? The ammo was all out.
Yeah, there was no flash drive in it. Out of that 50-round box, there was 12.
12. I don't know. The box was all torn up, and it was all bashed up.
But yeah, I got them pictures too. I need to remember to send you tomorrow.
Yeah, so I want to see if I can file a claim with UPS.
But I gotta go because I'm pulling up to the gas station now. So y'all take it easy. I was
Hello,
saying you
Arlen?
got my Instagram.
Yeah.
You take it easy, man.
Detective John Kimball. It was the video that he released yesterday, and it was baseless accusations that I have no idea why. But yeah, it's not cool, and I'm not going to stand for it.
Yeah, I mean, it needs to, like, this is one of the big things I think that channels like ours are like well positioned to do, right? Is to go after these types of issues. I don't think that it's where we should focus all of our attention.
No, I don't
but
want to focus my
right,
attention
like,
here. That's the whole thing.
it is beyond inconvenient to have to focus on defending obvious integrity when there's everything else that could be going on, that is going on, that we'd rather talk about. There are so many bigger things to do with our time than have to defend integrity or have to clarify these kind of like basic points in presentation. And that's assuming like a principle of charity as well. Which, like, in philosophy land, that's a default assumption we do, right? Is like, I'm going to assume that you're trying to understand. I'm assuming that you're putting forth what you're saying in good faith. And I'm going to try to make what you're saying make as much sense as possible, right? And this kind of like steel manning process, we call it. It's very difficult to see how I could steel man a case for an attack on your integrity. I don't see how there could be a credible case for that. And that's where I'm like really struggling to try to like empathize at all with what he's saying. It just seems out of line. So I don't know, man.
Yeah. Hey, a question.
Yeah.
This might be a tough question for you, but you're a big boy. You can handle it.
Sure.
What's your problem with 280U?
Oh, did you see my comments on that other video?
Yeah, yeah.
The be afraid, be anxious. I'm like, I am absolutely, as part of my praxis, I am against that. I'm against that kind of messaging.
Yeah, well, I mean, but he like all like I know the guy personally, and the stuff that he says. I just want to clear up for you. The stuff that he says, he 100% believes.
That's fine. I would prefer that he honestly believe what he's saying, and that we have a disagreement on the facts than for him to be lying about what he actually believes.
That's just all I wanted to clear up with you. Yeah, he 100% believes that he's not in YouTube for money. I've seen some of the stuff that he's turned down because he's turned down like sponsorships from companies because he's like, oh, I want to just put out what I believe, and I don't want to muddy the waters. Which I tell him, hey man, somebody wants to sponsor you, let them sponsor you, dude. You know?
Yeah, like I get that feeling, and I generally agree. Like for the type of content that I do, I would prefer not to take sponsorships and to be like subscriber backed.
Yeah,
So,
but he doesn't.
you know.
He's not like a philosophy guy,
Right.
whatever.
Right. I mean, and I have to live up to being a very broke philosophy guy. Like name all the rich philosophers, right? There's so many of them. So so yeah, I have to I have to live up to not really making much money, but I do it because I love it. I don't do it because it would be a huge money maker or whatever.
Yeah.
My funds pay for about half of the half of the monthly payment on my PC that I use for editing. So that's about the amount of a little less than half. That's about the amount of funding that I get. So I'm nothing crazy right now.
Yeah. And look, Armament and Access. This is a guy I've been trying to get onto one of my live streams for over a year. No effing joke. Seriously, it's been over a year.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I just happened to be awake, and you're on live late, and I had thought, well, you put the link. Shit, I'll jump in. So
Yeah.
I'll come back. We'll schedule a night that I can actually be there. Were you guys talking about the link that I sent you, John? That video?
Well, you probably sent me it. I didn't know if you sent me it or not, but I got hit by like literally probably about 50 people.
That's probably the same video where they were talking about your secret stores and Okay.
Yeah, it's effing ridiculous.
Yeah, I saw that and I thought, dude, do you really know what you're talking about? I know this guy. I know how and what goes on and whatever. That's why I saw it and I'm like, I got to send this to John. I figured somebody else did too.
Trust me. Trust me, a lot of people sent it to me.
Well, I started watching it and, he mentioned Ammo Land. And then he says, a supposed leak. And I went, oh, I know who this is from. And sure enough, when he threw it up, I saw your name. And I went, I sent you the text. I was like, yeah.
Then he's like, my missus. What missus? What? I mean, it would be one thing. Oh, I screwed up or whatever, but I haven't.
Right.
I have not.
Well, like I said, I've been following you for a long time, and I know I've seen the evidence that you come up with before, and gee, look what happens to be true 99% of the time.
Well, so, 99. I haven't had that 1% that wasn't true.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is,
yeah, I know. I'm just
99.8. Okay, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm just giving you a hard time. No, but it's so frustrating, and you want to get on my nerves, right? And you want to push my buttons. The one thing you can push my buttons on, and I don't want to see you doing it, drunken Yoda. See you out there.
I'm drinking a beer right now, but that's my first, so I'm good.
No, but I don't like when people question my integrity. I've made my career of bowing down to no one in the industry and no one in federal government and no one anywhere really. I work for GOA, yeah, but you can ask GOA. When I take the position, I still go after other organizations that I don't believe are living up to what the gun community should be. FOAC. And the GOA has a policy where you don't go after, places like that, right?
Good policy.
But when I took it there, I'm like, I'm I'm a journalist. If there's another group doing something wrong, I reported a lot of the NRA stuff. I'm gonna report it.
Well, that's what I like about you too. You don't pull no punches. Here it is, man. This is and that a lot of people don't like that. They
Yeah.
don't want to hear the truth.
Yeah, the truth kind of hurts sometimes, but you know you need to hear it. But yeah, but I was like, I'm not gonna, you know, and they knew that and they're like, all right, that's fine as long as we know that, you know, we know that going into it. And I reported on the NRA stuff. I reported on like a bunch of different things here, different groups. SOAC was a big one recently, but I've reported on these groups because that's what I do. If I see something wrong, I'm going to call it out. So I'm not going to be beholden to anyone. And you can ask GOA. When I told him, I was like, yeah, I mean, I'll work for you guys because I believe in the mission, but I'm not beholden to you. It's just like,
Well, you know, honestly, that's being honest and truthful. You can't. It's just like, you know, you guys were talking about sponsors. You know, how many channels out there will take a sponsor and sponsor something and talk all good about it, even though they know it's not all that wonderful. But boy, they're getting the money. I can't do that. The only sponsor our channel has is Splatterburst targets, and it just so happened that we had been using Splatterburst targets. My brother was buying them off of Amazon. And that's all we're using in our videos because he's getting a good deal on it. And I said to my brother Derek, I said, you know, we should get a hold of Splatterburst. So I did. I sent him an email, sent him a couple links to it. I said, man, would you like to sponsor us with some targets? He sent me an email back. He said, sure. How many you want? I was like, hell yeah. So now we get free targets. But
yeah, there's nothing wrong with sponsorships.
I mean, of course, we call their targets out. But the thing is we love their targets. Of course, you know what I mean? If we're not going to take a sponsor from something we think is junk. You know what I mean? I can't do that. I have to be honest about crap like that. I shill. Exactly.
Yeah.
Can't shill.
Well, just to show you that 2A EDU is definitely not in it for the money. Olight offered him a deal and he turned it down.
That's a good start. That's how you know you made it, boys. They'll hit you up.
I can't complain. I have two Olights. I have one that's my little EDC, and then I got one on my flashlight that actually Hank and Lola sent me in one of the. They sent me a Christmas package for helping. You know what I'm saying, and that was part of it. But I can't say nothing bad about them. But my God, how many? Olight sale. Every channel, almost all these channels that I'm subscribed to. Olight. It's like, you know, you get sick of seeing it. You really.
Well, here's the thing with Olight, right? That's fine. If they're a sponsor of yours, I mean that's fine. The issue I have with some people is there's certain people out there that and Chris Bullis had to turn down that sweet High Point money. There's certain people out there. There are certain people out there that will not let you know that they're being sponsored by such and such company. It happened recently where which is kind of like illegal, and it really is illegal.
Yeah.
How is that? What do you mean? What are you getting at?
Like if you don't report that, hey, you know, I am sponsored by such and such.
Oh, gotcha. Well,
you're like, oh, this is a great flashlight. You know, you have to use it, whatever. So, I don't bash anything, right? But if you're going to like take a sponsorship, you need to let people know their sponsorship. Like when Mantis sponsored me for a month, right? Okay. Kimball, it might have been more. I've heard it was his dad, but maybe it was his mom. I don't know. But yeah, I'm working some stuff behind the scenes to try to help out the kid at least.
Lego kid, I have not heard about that.
Damn it!
Ow.
Sorry, wrong.
Lego
one.
AK, what?
Yeah, a kid got built a Lego gun, basically, and the ATF raided him.
Oh my god! Oh, that's loud in my headphones.
Sorry.
Well, it was like what? It was like an AK made out of Legos or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my
an
god!
autistic kid.
You know,
That's
then
so
I-
cool though to do. I mean, that's really cool. Like, I mean, that shouldn't be illegal. He should be getting applauded and shared on social media for how amazing that is.
Joe Drag is out there. Joe Drag has been with me from day one, and I support him. I actually have one of his shirts from his shop that I wear like quite heavily. So hit up Joe Drag if you're in Pennsylvania. He is awesome. Yeah, it wasn't because
I remember
it wasn't
making
because
guns with Legos when I was a kid. What?
it might have been his mom. But it wasn't because he built the Lego. I mean, that was just the thing he's known for. But it might have been because he had other stuff. That is correct. 30 round magazine, a Polymer 80, which everything has to be serialized in New York, and there's some other stuff. But I mean, still working on that, and so I don't want to comment too much on it right now until I have the complete story and I have all the facts and information. And then I will comment on it. But right now, I don't have all the facts and information. There's a lot out there.
Yeah, I'll be waiting to hear more about this because, nice shirt, by the way. I had to compliment the shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the nerdy 30 birthday. Yeah. Yeah. He's 30 years old this year.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I'll be darned. Have you watched any Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
I like it. I've been watching Loki.
I have not yet to watch it.
That's really good.
Is it? I just downloaded the whole first season of Falcon and Winter Soldier and watched. I watched it. I don't know, yesterday or day before.
Yeah, I just love Loki, man. He's just he's played so well by Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, I just seen an interview with him talking about the new show and everything. And it's so funny because when he talks as a normal person, he's nothing like Loki. You know what I'm saying? And he talks about how much fun it is to play that character, and he does an awesome job.
Yeah, well, he's also a big like a big comic book guy.
Is he?
Yeah, you can tell though, because they understand the characters.
True. Anyway, what were you saying? Manus sponsored you did for a month. What were you going to show us?
Yeah, they sponsor me. I have they sent me this, and this is incredible. They're not sponsoring me anymore from getting no money, but this is one of the things they sent me, and they sent me some stuff to give away and stuff like that. And they sponsored me because when they sponsored me, they actually sponsored my niece. They sent my niece a bunch of money.
Rest her soul.
And sent me some stuff. They're a really cool guy, but their product is, the reason why I would let them be a sponsor is because their product works on a felon. No, I'm not gonna. Wow. No, I'm not gonna narc anyone out. I'm not a snitch. But I do know who you're talking about. But there's no articles in the works. Oh my god, that was hilarious. No, but you don't have to worry about me. Oh god. A lot of videos deleted. I will say that. Somebody came at me hard, and I called them out on not preaching what they believe in, whatever.
Was that the
not
the
practicing?
guy who said we?
No, I'm not gonna. No,
Okay.
because
I'll leave it just for you, John.
No, I mean, honestly, I've nothing against that guy. I'm actually gonna call him once I get time, but I've just been crushed. So I haven't had time. Yeah, your daughter. Yeah, Drunken Yoda. I'm autistic. Uh, High functioning with an extremely high IQ. Joking.
You know something though. I mean, I'm going to be 55 this year. Back when I was in school, if you what they call autistic today for some people, not bashing any, because there's some truly autistic people, but if you're a daydreamer, if they catch you just staring out the window during class, they'll call you autistic and want to pump you full of medicine and shit. I'm like, man, back in my day, that was just a daydreamer, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, autism goes a little bit more into that. Like,
I'm just saying from personal experience, from people I know that their kids, I know their kids, and they're normal on every aspect that I can see, but they're autistic, got to have this med. I'm like,
yeah, I'm not on any meds. I'm ADHD and autistic.
well,
So, like I focus on stuff, and then I can't stop focusing on it until something else distracts me. Then I focus on that, and like laser focused. Like
Right.
my first book, I wrote in 2 days.
wow. Wow.
Power of autism. I used to read. I used to be obsessed with books, reading books, and I used to read a book like like a book a night, or a book
Wow.
every 2 nights, depending on the size of it. Like over the course of the American Assassin series,
hmm
those books, the whole book series. I read that whole book series in like 2 weeks.
Wow. How did you get anything else done?
Well, I don't sleep.
Obviously, you're awake now.
Tomorrow, I'm leaving my house at 7 a.m. I'm going to shoot with the Pratts and Dick Keller
Cool.
and Gorillas and Guns.
Cool. Tell Scott I said hello.
Yeah, and I invited him. I was like, "Hey, you want to go shoot?" He's like, "I don't know." He's like, "He was going to be shooting," and I was like, "Eric, Larry Pratt, Dick Keller." Started naming all the people. He's like, "I'll be there."
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, schedule clear."
Yeah, Scott's a good dude, man.
Yeah, we're gonna be shooting like a commercial for GOA.
Oh, that's cool.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna bring out some of my toys. I'm gonna have some machine guns there and
Oh,
just
The
have
giga-
fun.
the giggity switch. It's not the giggle switch, it's the giggity switch.
Yeah. GOA does not have any special access to ammo. We have Fort Scott ammo, which is a partner, like industry partner. And they actually came out with these Fort Scott ammo 10s, but being GOA, if we wanted them, and they sold out before I got them. We didn't get any special deals. We didn't get we didn't even have a freaking coupon code, man. But yeah, we had to buy it ourselves, and it came in the GOA 10. It was really cool. It was like 380s, I guess they put out. But Fort Scott is a yeah, you better Swamp Dog. It's the Coast Gutter 3's down now. Now Fort Scott is a good industry partner, but no, we don't have any special access to ammo. All the ammo we're shooting tomorrow, it's our own. We're it's coming from us.
Own personal ammo, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what about Fort Scott. I met I'm trying to remember his name. I met him at our first Creator Summit. Did an interview with him. Nice guy. Our second one, they sent a bunch of ammo, and we gave a bunch of ammo to all the people that showed up. But this is strange. They the first time we met them, we got a box of two boxes, I think, of 6.5 Creedmoor. The first box, we were going to do a video and promote the ammo, and it shot all over the place. And I said to my brother, I said, man, we can't do this. I said, this has got to be a fluke. Well, we come back with it was a Ohio Wolverine had some too, and we shot his, and then the other box, and the stuff was spot on, freaking drilling almost the same hole. So it was like bad batch, I guess, and that's a perfect example of wanting to promote something, but I don't want to say something bad about it on one box, you know what I mean? And we come back and revisit it, and the stuff shot great. So it's just bad batch. I've had that happen with all factory ammo. So, but good stuff. Yeah, their ammo is good stuff.
Yeah, I mean the ammo is good stuff. I used to be not sponsorship, but yeah, I guess it was a kind of sponsorship. They would supply me with free ammo, so I guess
That's actually a big sponsorship in today's market.
well, this is before everything went
Right.
all the hell, and it was Gorilla ammo.
Right.
Now that stuff, oh my god, I love that stuff. I love shooting. I can't afford to buy it. you know, it was like $3 a round or 3, but hey. And that was back in the day. I have no idea what it is now.
$3 a round for what? Like 9.223?
223.
Wow.
223.
Wow.
It was the match ammo they sent me. But yeah. So we went out, my friend Russ and I, we shot 1,000 rounds of it, and he's giggling. I'm like, what are you giggling about? Because it was like their match grade ammo.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, we just shot $3,000 worth of ammo.
That's what I was thinking when you said 1,000 rounds. I'm like, holy.
Yeah, he was just like laughing like his ass off, and I'm like, oh, what's so funny? He's just like, we shot 3,000 rounds worth of ammo.
Wow.
Like, wow. Yeah, right now, they have a wait list for their ammo, but their Match King 150 rounds for like 225.
Ouch. Thank God I'm a hand loader, a reloader.
Yeah, like I think a 20 round box is $30. Well, that RAM actually went down a little bit.
You know, that's the thing, being a hand loader. I've been doing it since I was, in my 20s. And, you learn a lot over the years. Pistol ammo, that's easy, progressive press. It's not precision, but rifle ammo, boy, you can really, you can load. If you do everything right, you can load better than any match or factory ammo out there.
You know what? I'm thinking about it. It might have been a 308 on my AR-10 back in the day.
Well, that's a little more feasible on the price then.
I can't remember, but their ammo, their match grade ammo, the Match King ammo, I mean, it's insane. It is insane, dude. I mean, their ammo is just
You know what I got sticker shock on? Our last Creator Summit, Tyven ended up buying a 338 Lapua. Now, mind you, he's got the Safety Harbor Firearms 50, and we were buying 50 ammo, and of course, that's not the cheapest in the world, but oh my God, when I saw what they wanted for 338, I went, I'm not buying any of this. Jeez, Pete. I mean, it was like 3 times what the 50 was. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, I did a review on the 338 Lapua for AmmoLand. We went out and we shot mountaintop to mountaintop, which is insane.
How far is mountaintop to mountaintop, you think?
It's like 1,700 yards.
Oh, yeah, well, that's almost a mile.
Yeah, it was 1,700 yards. It was like the only place. It was a DOD range. And we shot a bunch of 338 Lapua, and I mean, shooting that distance, it wasn't me. I mean, yeah, I shot it, but I'm telling you right now, the biggest difference was I had a Marine Scout sniper that was a PTC Panther Training Center supplied that helped me do that shot. When I say help me, I'm talking about he basically said, all right, 10 clicks, 3 clicks up.
Right. Well, somebody that knows the dope. I mean, that's having somebody that knows the dope, or knowing the dope that's a big thing. So
it wasn't like anyone behind there could have done that.
Well, it's like Hank, and he brags about the mile shot that they made. And I said, was the rifle dialed in? All you had to do was pick it up and put the crosshairs on. Well, I said, yeah, whatever, dude.
No, we dial. I mean, one thing. It was a Night 4 scope, and we did dial it in together.
Right.
So it wasn't. He didn't dial it in. He helped me dial it in.
Right, exactly. Yeah, but
Hmm.
like I said, when Hank and Lola did that rifle was already dialed. They didn't. All they had to do is put the crosshairs on. Which, hey, still making a shot like that. I've yet to hit a mile. I've hit 1,000. I've hit 1,000 a few times with an AR-15. So
yeah, 1,000 I've done a lot. But like at 1,700 yards, like every time you would like breathe in, it would be like, any little movement is like way off.
oh yeah,
But we shot a bunch of 338 Lapua that day, and it was my friend Roger. Prayers for Roger. If you guys know Regular Guy Review, he is been in the hospital for like a month and a half now. He has something called Guillain-Barré's, so he's like paralyzed right now. It's just something that attacks. It's an autoimmune thing. I mean, eventually you'll be able to walk and everything, but it just takes a lot of recovery. But he was with me and my friend MJ from Wrecker RC. Who have a YouTube channel about RC trucks. He was with me, and we were shooting, right? And I'm lining up on the target, and I pull the trigger, and all of a sudden, all I see is red. I was like, "What the hell? What?" So I look up, and everyone's out there, and their eyes are just like fixated, and their jaws are dropped. And I was like, "Oh, what happened?" They're like, "You just shot a bird, man." So a black bird flew probably a foot in front of the platform and got hit by a 338 Lapua. There was nothing. There was like little pieces of feathers floating in the air, and that was about it.
Talk about bad luck. Wrong place at the wrong time.
All that kinetic energy just transferring.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you may as well say there was no bird that got hit by a 338 after that.
Yeah, I mean, there was like little pieces of feather. It was like no body. It was just like you can just see these little pieces. I felt so bad because I don't like killing anything.
Well, stupid bird.
You can call me whatever, but
Hey, you know something? I used to hunt all the time. I was a groundhog hunter, kill them all, let God sort them out. I've gotten to the point, if I ain't going to eat it, I'm not going to kill it. I've turned into a big softy, I guess. I don't know.
well, you know what? Even if I was gonna eat it, I would never eat it unless I was gonna eat like little pieces of feathers. Because there's
I'm not saying the
nothing
bird. I'm not saying wouldn't say that turned into worm food right there. Red mist. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy that bird. How far in front of the muzzle was it?
about a foot.
No
Oh,
shit.
damn.
Wow.
I mean, the platform had like bird pieces on it.
Did you get bird splash on you at all, or?
No, I didn't get it on me. Luckily, I would have freaked out because it was on December 23rd, which was the day before Christmas Eve.
Damn.
I was in New York. I flew back for a single day. Actually, I flew back on December 22nd. Then we drove up to Panthera. We shot that day, all day. We drove back, and I was on the plane at like 9 o'clock that night, flying back up to New York. So I flew back just for that one shot. Like Panthera Arms is awesome. They have they own a freaking town, not like a town, but like a subdivision of condos, like a condo complex, a townhouse complex. So when you go up there, there's no hotels around there, so they just put you up on one of their townhouses.
Well, that sounds nice.
Oh, it's very nice, man. I love it. They're very awesome guys. It's ran by a Navy SEAL guy, and they used to have this other guy who was a who was a SAS guy, former. Everyone up there is like soft guy, you know, special operations. So the dude up there, he was SAS, and I've met a lot of Navy SEALs. I you know, my friend Eric, who's been on the show. He former the unit Delta, whatever you want to call him. And I know a few other guys from that unit from working for the State Department and stuff like that. And I know some Green Berets. And I know from DevGru guys. I know all these guys. SAS, hands down, are insane people. I say that in a loving way, but they're just insane.
The community as a whole is insane. I only have like one Navy SEAL story from the Army. I was doing some training, and they out at Bridgeport, where they do like mountain warfare training in California. But they wound up going and being in the barracks next to us, and we'd see them train. And what they would be doing for their physical fitness, they'd be doing their circuits, whatever it was, and then like on all their rests, they're just pounding back beers. They go run a lap, do pull-ups, push-ups, dips, whatever, and then drink a beer, do it again, and they kept going. It was crazy to watch, and that was my exposure. I'm just like, oh, this is that side of the military. I'm like, I'm glad I picked the reserve. I'm glad I'm not doing that. I mean,
Dog Armory. If you want to meet the guy who created the 357 Shytech, let me know. I'll introduce you via email. No, this is what I mean by he's crazy. All right, so they have this high-speed driving course, and he's like, jump on in. And he's like, and I drive. He's like, oh, you want to see how I do it? I was like, yeah. I'm like, okay, this guy's gonna probably try to scare us a little bit, but hey, we're prepared. My friend MJ, he buckles himself in, and we're sitting there. We're like, yeah, he's not going to scare us. What's up, Night Striker? You should join us in the chat. Like, he's not going to scare us. There's no way you can scare us if we're prepared for it. And we're in a freaking Blazer, right? All of a sudden, he slams it in reverse, slams the pedal down. We're going around a freaking bank backwards. We come out of the bank. I have no idea how fast we're going. At this point, I'm like, yeah, I guess he could scare us. Does this J-turn. So we go flying around the J-turn, and we're taking corners going like 100 miles an hour in a freaking Blazer. Then we're just like scared in this high-speed course, and all of a sudden, we're going. It's like, we're not turning. Why aren't we turning? We go airborne off the road, and now we're on a dirt track, like a dirt road, like ripping around corners, like going over. We're on like 3 wheels, 2 wheels. We're like white as sheets because we're like, oh my God, my friend's like, I'm gonna throw up.
2 wheels is the best.
Yeah, but on a Blazer, and like, I was like, we're gonna roll this bitch. And he's sitting there, and he's like, watch this. And he turns back and looks at my friend, and we're going on this dirt road going about 80 miles an hour on this very bumpy, curvy dirt road. He's looking back at my friend, back in the backseat, laughing at him as he's going around corners, not even looking. I'm like, we're gonna fucking die, man.
Admit it. How old were you at that point?
This was like a couple years ago.
Okay.
And my friend's just like white as a sheet, and he's looking back. He's like, so we stop. He's like, "You guys want to do it again?" We're like, "No."
I got it.
My friend was throwing up. Another thing that he did to us, especially my friend, and there's a video of this. I get the video from him. He's like, "Okay, have you ever got to engage targets with your gun getting out of the car?" My friend's like, "Oh no." Yeah, no, but I think I could do that. He was like, all right, get in this car. My friend's like, why is there chains on it? Why is there a roll cage? He's like, buckle up. My friend buckles up. pulls the car lands on the roof. He's like, all right, get out and engage.
He actually rolled the car. Oh my god!
Roll the car.
Wow.
Oh.
Like, takes out the seatbelt, plops down on the get out, tries to engage targets, and he's like, what the hell?
Now you know why there were roll cages.
Right.
Yeah, but he was like, yeah.
It all adds up.
So after that, we're like, dude, are all SAS guys like you? He's like, pretty much. Like, yeah, you guys are freaking nuts.
I was gonna tell a quick story. Talk about crazy. Okay, now this was in West Virginia. My cousin, I think he was 14 or 15. Now, trust me, this is in the hills of West Virginia. It's my dad's side. We go down there. He has this Volkswagen.
Wait, what part of West Virginia?
This would be Powelton, like way down south of Charleston.
Okay.
Tiny little mining town kind of thing.
Phew, dodged a bullet there.
But anyway, he's got this Volkswagen Beetle. And I'm in the back seat. My brother's in the front seat, in the passenger seat. My other cousin's sitting next to me in the back seat. He decides he's going to take us for a ride on the mining roads. Oh my God. He's sliding around turns. I'm looking over at 150, 200 foot drops. Just. And he says, this is where we jump our motorcycles. We go airborne. We get to this turnaround place where they load trucks and stuff. He goes in there, starts doing donuts, gets stuck in this ditch. One of the loaders guys come out, they don't care, My cousin walks up to him, says, hey, you got any chew? I'm like, okay, that's nasty. Gets this big wad of chew. He says, hey, you think you can pull us out? Guy gets a chain out, pulls us out. Cousin gets out, unhooks the chain, says, thanks, jumps in and back down. Oh my God. That was, I swear, that was probably one of the scariest rides I've ever had in my life. Yeah.
I got a stuck story that scared me.
Uh-oh.
I was in DC, right? It was wintertime.
That's very scary.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to get to a wedding, right? And I got lost.
Wait, do they still allow those in DC?
This was like years ago.
Oh, okay.
So I got lost, and I got stuck on ice. And I look over, and these two guys are smoking. I shit you not, they're smoking crack. And they start walking towards me. I'm like, and I'm in my little Mercedes. I'm like, yeah, there goes my Mercedes, my brand new Mercedes. It's gonna be driven away. And those two guys pushed me out. So I think I'm the only guy that was ever pushed out of ice by a crackhead.
They probably wanted to show off all their, drug-induced muscles or lack of.
Yeah. Yeah, so two crackheads pushed me out of being stuck on ice. And I think they wanted me to stop after I got pushed out, but I was like, no.
Thanks.
You said thank you, right?
Oh yeah, I said thank you as I waved as I was speeding away out the window.
Speaking of crazy driving, I've heard you don't ever want to ride with Flying Rich.
I never ridden him. He's fine.
I don't know. I've heard people. Well, Richard Monder was one of them that I guess he scared the shit out of Richard.
Richard Monder's from England. That's why. Rich,
Yeah.
I just don't fly with.
DC.
Just don't fly with Rich.
Yeah, right. Hey, he's a professional. What is that? Controlled crash.
He hit a house.
I know.
He's
The first time he hit a house-
something what we don't know.
And then he's like, yeah, I got in a car accident. I was like, oh, what were you driving? My plane. What?
Yeah. He had to land on the road.
Yeah, he hit a house the first time, and the second time he hit a freaking car. Now, Rich is my boy.
Oh, I love Rich. He's a good dude, man. I tease him, he teases me. We're good friends. It's just, you know, my
That re-
brother's a pilot, so you know, we talk flying and that kind of thing. But it's funny. Rich
That
is a good-
reminds
Hold on, Armament. Is this your brother channel partner or is this your other brother?
That's my older brother Scott.
Okay.
that reminds me. I have to send Rich money.
For what?
I pay, he doing a side gig with Black Swan Tactical.
Be honest. Just tell us you lost him, Dad.
No. Flying Rich is working for Black Swan Tactical now. Me with my shows and stuff like that.
You know, you sent me that code for the 25 whatever that I won, and I have yet to use the darn thing. I got to get over there. Get me some swag.
You know what? There's like 30. There's like probably like 10 of those outstanding. I was like, dude, it sucks. People win them and they just don't use them.
Yeah, I've went to the site. I just have yet to go order anything.
Oh, we're well, we are hold on. He is tagged in the post.
Remember to use those tags.
No, somebody said at least somebody asking me why I didn't tag him was like you've actually tagged in the post. Talking about Johnny B.
Swamp Dog said riding with him isn't bad. Trying to follow him though, LOL. You're right. I've watched Rich do his driving videos where he's, you know, going back and forth from, you know, work or whatever and traveling, and oh yeah, we're up to 100 now, you know, passing cars and okay, buddy.
Too many zigzags, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of zigzags. You know, talking about Rich, I keep on telling him I don't know people, and then he keeps on trying to introduce me to these people, and over again, or I twice. So, but still, it sounds better if I say over and over again. But the thing is, I always know the person, and he always falls for it.
Better to be
Kevin Dixie. The
Kevin Dixie is one.
That's great. When you told that story, it's like that's funny. Yeah, the guy stayed at my house.
I don't know him, but he stayed at my house once.
Well, no, he didn't know that. You know, Kevin is a good friend of mine.
I just talked to Kevin last night or night before.
No.
We're trying to get something going here at my range for him, you know, for his training, but
Yeah.
the way it's looking, it's probably not going to happen until the spring because all of his scheduled dates, our turkey shoots are going on that weekend, and they make, you know, $800 on a Sunday. So it's hard to justify, you know what I'm saying? And they won't let us just rent it and say the heck with a turkey shoot for the day. So
I met him at GRPC a few years back.
Did you?
Yeah.
I met him at NRAM in 2019, but I mean, I had known him from, of course, Hank's show and everything, but yeah, I just talked to him the other night. It's a bummer we can't get nothing going this year, but hopefully in the spring we'll get something going.
Oh, there's going to be a big event. Oh, I shouldn't say anything.
You probably shouldn't.
You're so good at not saying things.
No, that's
Help us read between the lines. Okay?
That's a tease. No, that's a tease.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Give us a time frame, big event, you know, something. Come on, you threw the bone out. Give us something.
Probably a year.
Okay, 2022.
Yeah, it's not 2021. It's 2022. It's put it this way. It's see ya, Chris. It's gonna be a massive event. Yes, I was with 2AEDU the other day.
But were you to AEDU the other day?
I was not 2AEDU. I was with him the other day. And yeah, there might be an announcement about 280U. And sorry, I like freaking twisted my leg the wrong way. You ever do that?
Yeah.
Many times.
Yeah.
You just put and you just
Yeah. And it happens randomly. Like you're just moving around and you go to do something. It's like, oh.
yeah. There is a event that is going to be pretty big.
Okay, John, what happened?
It's something that's gonna be pretty big and then gone.
He said too much. Cut him off.
He said too much. They took him out.
You know what? I was just gonna leave you guys on and see how long you guys would stay on talking to like try to get my number.
Oh, it'll go on for at least 15 minutes before you come back.
Yeah, I mean, hold it down,
and then it'll cut off.
Yeah, I was gonna say whoever's hosting, if they go off, it goes on for a little bit and then it'll shut off.
No, no, but 280 is my boy, even though that Watt and him gets into it a little bit because they don't see eye to eye. But I think if they talk to each other, they would be great friends, and I want to make that happen.
Like, I don't want to like. So I should clarify this position just so that my argument is like clear. Okay. Not every disagreement I have with people is over money stuff. Not every disagreement I have is over like one false thing that I think they've said or one disagreement of opinion, whatever. I have a disagreement with him on approach. And I have that disagreement actually with a lot of people in the gun community on approach, because I don't think that we should approach like these things in like a fear-mongery way. And so any rhetoric that supports that, I'm immediate like, no, cut it out. And I'm happy to have that conversation. I think it would be a really good conversation.
No, that's what I'm thinking. I think it would be a very, very good conversation. Because I think that you might have thought that he was doing it just as some other people do it.
I mean, and maybe
I just don't. Yeah, it's not a 30-minute chat. It's a 30-minute times 3 chat. You know me. I didn't think I was gonna. I thought I was gonna be like the only one on here, and there's gonna be like one or two people watching.
John, I always check to see if you're live. I may not always comment out in the chat, but I always check to see if you're live.
Yeah.
I just happened to be awake and jumped on YouTube, and I was like, okay, what's going on? Oh, hey, John's live.
By the way, John, I read some of your AmmoLand articles the other day on Hit or Miss. We were having a roundtable discussion on some of those articles. So thanks for writing those articles.
Yeah, but they're not reliable and they're not trustworthy.
Oh, stop it! We know better.
Honestly, compared to CNN, you're just fine.
No. You know what happened.
Such a backhanded compliment.
No, John. Compared to Fox News in Houston, you're fine.
No, but do you know what happened recently with Johnny B?
No, I don't know what happened with him.
He called me. He called me out on a video trying to say that I make shit up, basically.
That the one I looked at wasn't Johnny B. That was.
Have you watched any of the major news outlets?
I got to look at my phone.
It's not like they're using facts either anymore.
Yeah, there's a couple guys that are out to get me for some reason. I don't know.
Apparently, you just rubbed them the wrong way or something.
No, it's because I don't bow down to the industry and I mess with their sponsors.
I guess it was Johnny B. I swear it was somebody else that had said something, but I guess it was Johnny B. Sorry about that.
It was one other guy.
It couldn't be anybody like Strange.
No, it wasn't Strange.
Hank loves me. If Hank messed with me and made a video, I would just laugh because it was,
I'm trying to think who else I saw something. I'm trying to think who it was. They did that. There was another on the same topic. It's one of the guys from. He's on TFB TV. He's got like 2 or 3 other channels. Guy with a goatee, kind of chubby. Can't remember who, but yeah, I swear he said something too. So
I thought the chubby guy from TFB TV left and made his own channel.
That might be. He was on TFB TV. Maybe that's
no. You're thinking of Patrick Roberts. Patrick Roberts is
no. I'm not thinking.
He actually writes for AmmoLand too.
I'm not thinking of Patrick. I'm not thinking of him. I'm thinking of somebody else.
AR-15 guy.
Yeah.
I know, but he haven't came out and said, I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah, Arfcom. Yeah, he works for them, and I think he's got 2 other channels of his own. So can't remember.
John
his name.
Williams is saying, did someone mention Houston? Yeah, I was mentioning Houston because did you hear about the whole Project Veritas outing Fox News of Houston because one of their reporters basically outed them for trying to direct the narrative? It just happened this last week.
I mean, is that a surprise though?
No, it is not really a surprise, but she's got documented proof of her superiors saying this and that, and saying that their viewership, they believe their viewership isn't like any other race other than
Black. Well, the thing is, she was supposed to be doing like a news story, and she did it live.
So I saw that, and I'm like, wow, Fox is just as bad as all the other companies these days. So there is no real news. Honestly, John, there is no real news anymore other than the guys that do their own online stuff like you and some other people.
Tim Pool.
Yeah, Tim's all right.
I don't know.
Tim is all right. He's gotten better now that he's come a little bit back from the left, and he seems more center now because he finally understands the whole gun thing now because he has guns now.
Oh yeah, my issue with Tim isn't that he's isn't his political affiliation. My issue with Tim is more the just kind of like the constant like reactionary content, and it's very driven to construct a certain kind of narrative, and it will waffle back and forth over time, and it's something that I think is fairly easy to be critical of. I like his podcast though. I think his podcast is really fun, like the format that he has with the guests and everything. I like that a lot. But yeah, I'm with you though. I think the majority of news these days, as people refer to news, I think the majority of it is like effectively like propaganda mills and narrative mills, and it's rare to get journalists, I think nowadays, where they are trustworthy and it is about like, hey, I'm presenting you with the information, and yes, I have run these checks, and yes, I'm not trying to like trick you or game you with my headline copy or my words. Like it's very difficult to do nowadays because it's about those clicks and it's about selling for a lot of these guys out here. Not everyone, for sure, but that's, I don't know. Maybe that's just a me thing.
No, you're absolutely right. I'm sorry, John, that we went on a tangent on this, but it's just that I thought it was interesting to mention.
My show, it will go anywhere.
Okay, let's not just go to Jerry Springer yet, okay?
I kind of want to hit someone over the head with a folding chair. Or is that wrestling?
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Please.
Okay, somebody's talking about what's with all the bashing of 2A EDU. I am not bashing 2AEDU. I love 2AEDU. I think he's doing a great thing. In fact, I think you might have came in late on the conversation. Walt and I were talking about 2AEDU, and Walt and him have different views, which is okay. I think Walt and him will get along, and I support everything that 2AEDU does. In fact, I might be welcoming him to the Black Swan Media family.
Okay, be honest. How many beers have you had tonight?
Me? Nothing. I got allergies.
Okay, all right.
It's just like so much drainage.
He's under the influence of allergies.
No, it's just drainage. So yeah, but no. 2AEDU is my boy. He is one of the most honorable, honest YouTubers out there. I got to hang out with him. Freaking awesome guy. I plug 2AEDU every chance I get, and if you watch my channel, you've seen me plug him. In fact, when I was on he was in the chat when I was doing CRS, and they're like, oh, I was on CRS and he was in the chat. I was like, you know what? Don't describe to me. Go describe to AEDU. He is real. He's a very real guy. He's very honorable. Trust me, I had like I talked to him yesterday on the phone. My wife thinks I have a girlfriend. So I talked to him on the phone yesterday for 2 hours, and I talked to him today on the phone for about 2 hours. My wife's like, "Who are you talking to?" I was like, some guy who cuts grass." She's like, "What?" Like, no, it's a joke. The YouTuber. Yeah, I'm actually gonna help him with his website too.
You know, all I can say is this: is we're all in this together, and you know, we might not all agree on things, but damn it, if you're a Pro 2A supporter, you got a platform. We all better get, whether we disagree on things or you know we don't see eye to eye on everything, we do see eye to eye on one thing, and that's the Second Amendment. And you know, that's where we can't, at this point in time, we cannot be divided. We have to be united. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we have to be united, and that's why people shouldn't make baseless claims.
Yeah,
Bringing it full circle. Yeah.
full circle.
Yeah,
Chris.
I'm with that. I'm with it because, like, I mean, I'm over here, and I'm probably the black sheep here as far as politics. So, so you know, but I'm aggressively pro Second Amendment. I'm aggressively pro the right to self defense and the tools associated, and you know, and yeah, I'm with you. Like, I think we need to be able to make it and keep the Second Amendment a nonpartisan issue. And that's kind of how I've gotten around in the circuit. So everyone's kind of like, this Walt guy, I'm like, I don't know about his politics. This is like different than what I think. And I don't know, I think this is wrong or I think this is right. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's just like, hey, we all work together on the same goal. So like even any disagreements I have with YouTubers or other content creators, whatever, at the end of the day, if they're for the cause, that, you know, I agree. That's what ultimately matters.
Yeah.
Wait, you said black sheep. Are you still a Tea Party member?
No, I am. I'm a card carrying liberal, my guy.
It was a joke. I was making a joke because they had the whole Tea Party movement, and then there's no more Tea Party. You notice that?
Yeah. I mean, it happens a lot. Like even the Democratic Party has been having like a bit of kind of a purity movement now with the Justice Democrats for a while, but they can't get anything done, so they're irrelevant anyway.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's nice to see a little bit of populism, I think, and seeing the people actually get represented by the major parties at least a little bit, even if we don't like those politicians. I think that's worth something.
I'm going to use an older term, and people are going to look at me funny, but I'm more of a Goldwater Republican.
People look at you funny anyway, so go ahead.
That's only because people have seen my CCW, shooting test. They're like, "Are you sure you're hitting the broadside of the Barnum?" But that's another story entirely.
Yeah. So do you wear a AUH2O button or anything? Did my chemistry joke fall?
Yeah.
On deaf ears?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Yeah, you lost me at the bakery on that one.
Yeah, no, my wife does all the science in our household. I read and write and stuff.
Okay. What's the last?
He was making a Goldwater joke. Yes.
Gold.
Yeah, I got that about 5 minutes too late.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because like AU is gold and H2O is water, so AU H2O.
Yeah. No, I failed my vibe check. I'm sorry.
Water, not whatever AU H2O. No.
I'll say this, I don't know, your political affiliations or all this, but it to me, I try and stay in the middle, because I tell you, I have friends of mine that are Democrats. I have friends that are staunch, so conservative it's silly. I try and stay in the middle and keep an open mind, but if I vote, there's one thing that I vote. If they're not pro 2A, I will not vote for them. I don't care who they are. I don't care what party they are. If they are not pro 2A, but then again, some say they are, but are they? They're all politicians. Do you remember?
The problem, isn't it?
You remember Red October? There's a line in there after that meeting where the politician guy wants to talk to him, and he says, "Look, I'm a politician, which means if I'm not kissing babies, I'm stealing their lollipops." And when I heard, and this is, of course, years ago when that movie came out, I went, That is the most true statement I ever heard about a politician.
This is when there was still a Soviet Union.
True. But think about it. Think about a politician. Really. Yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
not there.
it's-
They're not
it's
there.
the-
They're not there for us.
It's
They're
the
not there
world's
for us.
second oldest profession. What do you expect?
Yeah, right.
Don't ask about the first. Never talk about the first.
We know what it is.
We do.
Yeah. But getting back to 2AEDU, the dude is wicked smart and just an all around good guy.
Yeah, and I'm comfortable like taking word for it. So I don't want like when I criticize someone, and normally like if I'm and maybe this is where I've failed. If I'm critical of someone, whatever, there's a lot of time where that might sound like I'm, I hate the person or something like that. And that's generally not the case. Except for someone who is the subject matter of tonight's video, who I actively dislike. They're about the only person actually that I like see in the community, and I'm like, I hate everything about you.
Cuckoo,
So-
An impression.
Not to AEDU, no. Johnny B and his videos and his style and what he says and how he says it, I think misinforms a lot of people. I have my arguments about it. I've put those videos out already. So, but I've never liked the guy's approach to things, and particularly I don't like how I think he says a lot of things that have been hurtful for the cause and stuff. So again, it comes down to a lot of like praxis stuff, like like your practical implementations of activism strategies and such, and that's where he and I part ways. The pro Second Amendment stuff, great, yeah, we're on the same page, but like if your praxis is really really bad, then it's all out the window. Like if we don't execute towards getting our goals in a consistent way that's going to get results and be ethical and be telling people the truth and be all these different little check boxes we have to hit, that's going to wind up biting us in the butt like later on. So that's some place where I do take issue, and I make my some videos and arguments about that type of stuff. But
I will say this, that he will, in his videos, he'll say, this is my thoughts. You might disagree, yada, yada. And I'll give him credit for that because, hey, I don't agree with everything he says. I do find some of his stuff entertaining. His Spicy Friday meme thing, that's some good stuff. But yeah, a lot of the stuff he puts out, I'm kind of, So.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what I put out that was false.
well, he didn't say it was false, John. He said he dropped the ball.
No,
And that it was
no. He said what did he say?
I'd have
We need to get
the whole
I think
thing.
I did play that video a little bit.
John, when you do articles and whatnot, when you do list sources, right?
Yeah, I do list when I can, I do list sources. If it's an anonymous source,
It's an anonymous source that has to be anonymous, obviously.
yeah. If it's an anonymous source, if I have one person that I trust that I will only use, I will still go through a lawyer review and everything, but I will only use a single. Dude, I'm tired. I can't think. A single. I need another source.
Right.
If it's anyone else, I won't go with any more than 3 independent sources. Any less than 3 independent sources.
I mean, because you follow real journalism, as unlike everybody on TV.
Yeah, so claiming that I don't, it really pisses me off because I put so much work, so many hours behind the scenes into doing it, into verifying everything, and then making sure everything is correct. And I sit on a bunch of stuff that I can't verify. There's one story that would blow up nationally, and I'm 99.99% positive that the documents I have, if I trust the source, are correct, but I haven't been able to get any corroborating sources. So therefore, I haven't put it out.
So it's all about verification, right?
It's all about verification. Yeah, I mean, Like one bad story could ruin your career, and I'm not willing to do that. And I'm not willing to let somebody on YouTube claim that I am.
Well, that's what I was going to get at. It's like he doesn't know you. Does he actually watch or follow AMOLAND? Does he read all the other articles?
Apparently, he told me he did, but yeah, it's just.
So you talked to us?
He pulled the screenshot of it for the video, so he knew exactly who he was talking about.
Anybody
John's name was on it, and then
Yeah.
he said that John dropped the ball and that AMOLAND is not a
dropped the
credible
ball.
source.
Yeah.
So if that's not I mean, and I agree that's an attack on integrity. This might be me in like philosophy land. I don't know if I'd equate that to lying, but it is an attack on integrity, and that's
I
still
never said it was
ultimately-
lying. I just said
Yeah.
it was. It he's either grossly misinformed or then he is. And I try to talk to him behind the scenes. I reach out to people. I had another YouTuber call him and say, hey, talk to this guy and nope. And that right there is cowardice to me.
I don't understand why someone would do that. Maybe he just does that for the attention. Who knows?
So you tried to talk to him and he wouldn't talk to you?
He wrote back basically saying, oh, it's about the SB tactical stuff, which was 100% true. It was a freaking FOIA. You can look it up on the website, which we did earlier.
Right. Too much drama. Him and his drama llama.
I'm not pinning an article out about a prohibited person going to training classes, an investigation. I'm not pinning that out. But I mean, there's not an investigation. I mean, investigation. Yeah, there was a prohibited person that went to training classes. Yes. Am I going to put an article about it? No, because it doesn't advance gun rights for you or me, and it doesn't stop you or me from getting hurt.
And I bet you there's more than one person that is prohibited that has went to training. So, yeah.
Yeah. I just play the probability game, the odds that someone went in. I think they're always spot on.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like a gun. Yeah, there's more to the story than that. I mean, it's one person. I mean, it happens every day. But yeah, I don't know why people keep on asking me if I'm investigating that.
Somebody just asked about the Lego gun. We have talked about that a little bit.
Yeah, I talked about that. There's more to the story. I'm still investigating, but we'll get back into that.
That's what kind of irked me when I saw him do that video. I'm like, does he really understand all the investigation that you do and everything? I know what you put into this crap. Obviously, he doesn't. He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand what you do, how you do it, what you do, all the work you put in to make sure that you're not printing garbage. And I don't know. Like I said, man, when I was watching it and I saw that, and it wasn't even over, and I was sending you the link, dude. I was like, what the?
Yeah. I mean, I have a response going up at 1 p.m. tomorrow on John Crump News. Thank you, the Unique Poet. Yeah, I have an article going up over on John Crump News, my second YouTube channel, my first YouTube channel, whatever. My it's gonna go up at 1. It's gonna be my response. I had to record it because I kept on dropping F-bombs. Kenny.
Wait, you have more than one channel? Why wasn't I informed?
I have John Crump News. This channel is only for live streams. My bigger channel is the other one.
Trying to hit me where it hurts. I see what happens.
Yeah, so that's gonna come out at 1 o'clock tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, it was just, it really, really pissed me off. I was because integrity is something that's crucial to me. I talk about integrity a lot because I truly believe in integrity. I try to surround myself with people who have integrity. And
That's what made me mad. He was attacking your integrity, and I'm like, dude, do you really know what you're doing right now?
Too scared to say your name too out loud.
Wait, John.
Sorry, that's speculation from me. I apologize.
Isn't he also known as
I withdraw
Gun
that,
Johnny?
he used to be.
Yeah.
He better.
His last name's Braggs or something. I think it's not. He's got Baggins on his thing, but I think it's Johnny Braggs is his last name. I looked it up. One of them, look it up things. You go down the rabbit hole sometimes. You look up one thing and then you go, oh yeah, I want to know about them. Oh yeah.
Normally, sometimes going down the rabbit hole is a bad idea.
Yes, sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. You can get lost for hours. Then you meet this talking rabbit. What the? Anyway.
Yeah, you're not gonna hijack my bot, blind dude. Ha ha ha.
He's trying to hijack Nightbot, and I swear Nightbot has it out for me.
Oh, he ain't hijacking Nightbot. I made sure.
Hey, just type in all caps. Nightbot will give you the business, man. Just try it once. I did that by accident one night, and then Nightbot responded. Rrr. I'm like, what the?
Yeah, so you ain't still in Nightbot. I try to run those commands. Ain't gonna work. All right, guys, we've been on for like 2 hours, and it's only supposed to be like a 30-minute stream, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Thank you so much, everyone out there, for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for your support. It means the world to me, especially when I get attacked by baseless claims from people on big YouTube channels who I guess they want to punch down, I guess you can say, but whatever. I'm gonna go around the room.
Stamp out the competition.
Yeah, there's no competition. I mean, I got a freaking small little channel. My main stuff is writing and actually doing journalism instead of reading. So Walt, what's up with you, man?
Not much, just chilling, No, I got you can check me out, youtube.com/Walt Anderson Show, philosophy, a little bit of political stuff, and about the Second Amendment and some ethics, all that type of fun stuff. So if you like to hear big words from people that don't know what they mean, namely me, go check out my channel.
Armament and Axis, the guy I've been trying to get on for a freaking year, man.
I'll call you. We'll get on next week, maybe. How'd that be?
I'm gonna give you a Wolverines for coming on.
Thank you. First off,
I'm just joking with you, blind dude.
First off, you said punching down. He might have a big platform, but honestly, what you do and everything you do, regardless of YouTube, dude, you're bigger than he is. If you ask
my
him.
articles reach more people, haha.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. All the stuff that you do for the GOA, AMOLAN, everything else. No, you're bigger than he is. He's got a YouTube channel. What does he do? So, anyway, Armament and Axes on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. Don't get on there much, but other than that, we haven't made a video in God knows how long. Of course, it was winter. I was sick there for a while. Hopefully, we're going to get to the range here real soon. Maybe get something going. But other than that, check us out on YouTube. Thanks for having me, John. We'll get a night scheduled. I'll come on.
All right, that's awesome. And Night Strike, my friend.
Hey, John. Speaking of Armament Axis, half of my shows have him on there. He's not hard to get on. I'm just telling you.
Yes, he is.
You just got to hit me at the right time. That's all.
A year, freaking year, man.
I'm going to show up, and it's just like, bam! I've got the old man right there. Yeah,
Busted
so-
my balls.
Hold on, I might have the video of my friend flipping the car.
But yeah,
Getting flipped
guys, if you like, us reading and commenting, having a coffee table discussion about the news that happens in the gun world, check out the Night Strike One channel on YouTube. And
Yeah.
if you want a good video platform, check out GunTube.org.
Yeah, gun2.org is awesome.
Hey,
I've been working on it. I've also been working on the GunTube chamber. It's kind of like StreamYard a little bit, but now I can have a couple people call in.
Here's a question with the gun2.org. Do you have a possible way, maybe I know there's ways to do it, but to stream from like to like a custom RTMP where I can just stream
Yeah.
directly there?
Yes, you can stream directly via live. You either use the OBS Studio or another program like that. And just
Well,
stream directly.
StreamYard can do RTMP.
If StreamYard can do RTMP, all you need is the custom RTMP link.
Oh,
and you can do that.
dude, well, that's what I'll start doing. So I'll start streaming over there as well.
I just need to make sure it's working first. So just
Okay, well, then let me know.
because it's a little finicky. I'm still working on the software, tweaking it.
so what you guys are talking about, you can stream here and there at the
Yeah.
same time. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's
Dude,
cool.
we're streaming to like 10 locations.
Stream wherever you can, whenever you can, because don't as we've seen with a lot of these social media companies, don't just take one as the end all be all, because it's not.
I'll be wearing this tomorrow
Sweet.
Nice.
to my kids' programming class. Let's see what they do.
You making a video? Is there gonna be some video?
Yeah. Filming tomorrow with Eric and Larry Pratt, Dick Heller, and some others.
I'm sure Scott will probably make some video. If not, you better tell me better.
Oh well, no. I think he'll make the video. I'm going there. It's gonna be a commercial,
Right.
a GOA ad, so you guys can see me in a GOA ad, and Scott in a GOA ad, and Trenchwork Chronicles in a GOA ad.
Cool.
Oh, the GOA.
Yeah, I love GOA.
GOA all the way.
I do too.
GOA.
I've got a membership.
I got a life membership, man.
Yeah, I got a membership too, and
I'm a year-to-year guy.
we have an affiliate link like that on our channel too. So you go to our videos and scroll down, and there's a link to join the GOA through our channel for a little bit of a discount. So
I have a bunch of GOA patches behind me.
I got one on my hat, just like that red one, that square red one up there. Yep, that's what's on my hat right now.
Yeah, it's awesome. GOA, man. All the way. Washington's only no compromise gun lobby. And with that, we are going to be out. Let me just drop the exit.